Okay, so Attack of the Bandywoots. I don't even know where to begin. The very first one that I call the prequel now, it's Ben and Eddie, and I'm not there, and Ben's character finds out that his family is being killed by a creature called Bandywoots. They never explain what it is. Really, the whole idea came from this message I sent Ben on MySpace that I had just made a fake encyclopedia entry about this creature called the Bandywoot, and I mean I was really thorough, and ironically we never explained anything in the film, even though I easily could have, using that fake article as reference. And so we made this film, and there was a lot of build-up to basically nothing. And because right as they finally get all the weapons and are about to go out and kick butt or whatever, that's the end. To be continued. So I'm sure people who watched that weren't me or Ben or Eddie were kind of like, what the heck is that? Well, maybe, I guess we kind of were confused as well, but I had no way of making the creature, and so we're like, well, we'll come up with something and we'll finish it off later. Well, a couple weeks go by, and me and Ben are just hanging out, and we're like, well, we should film part 2. And although Eddie wasn't there, so if you've seen the second part, which is just called Attack of the Bandywoots, it's very confusing. It's just me and Ben, and I'm the camera person, but the camera is a character, and kind of like Cloverfield style, except I think we made it before they came out. Maybe not. I don't know. And so basically we didn't have a creature. I just threw in, the very first time I did it, I threw in a bunch of sound effects, and we were just pretending like we saw them, but you never see anything. And the second time I went to re-edit it, and the one I have uploaded on YouTube is I'm not exactly sure. We kind of just, it's half imaginary, half real. You kind of just have to use the dialogue as a basis for truth. It really doesn't make much sense. And another thing that didn't make sense was the gap between the two videos. Like, what happened to Eddie? What's going on? So then we made Attack of the Bandywoots 2, which really should be in the middle of those two, but it was the third one we made, and the third one that's been uploaded. And basically in that, it's kind of the infection has spread, and Ben and Eddie they have made this fort, and it's all fortified, and then they find this guy, me, who's like a cameraman, and he's running around with a camera or whatever, so that it kind of ties everything in, and it just didn't turn out very well. In fact, I just recently uploaded it because doesn't make any sense, but the mythology behind the movies is really, it's something else. I've actually come to use the word bandywoot in everyday conversation, and it doesn't even faze me. I don't even think, wow, I mean, it's a nonsense name, and I don't think anything of it. And I think that's very interesting. Another film series that has been like that is Breadface. The story is known, it's just not really communicated through the films. And a third Breadface, be looking out for that. That's definitely in the works. The second one, I was trying a lot of things out with green screen, but didn't really work very well, but it was still pretty funny. One thing I want to make special mention of is in Attack of the Bandywoots, the long one. There's a section where we go into this area that's very dark. It's a like a little forest area, and you can't see anything. And I really wish we had brought some kind of light other than the little handheld light, because we were walking through there and it's dark. It's pitch black. You can't see anything, and we hear some rustling, and we look over, and some kind of creature about yay big is taking off through the brush. And we go after a little bit, and we stop because on the ground, and I think you can see, to me it kind of looks like dryer lint on the film, but it was like a skin, like a big pile of skin from something, and it was pretty nasty and pretty surreal considering the film that we were making. And then we're like, whoa, gross, we need to get out of here. But that was a fairly interesting little bit of the film that I wish had turned out a little bit better, because we had no props.
Hey! Would you like to come into my house? Hell no!
And, but yeah, Bandywoots, I think I may post the article that I wrote so people know what we're actually looking for. Basically, it's a 6-foot-long platypus-type creature that can shoot toxic darts, and you can only be defended, or you can only fend it away using carrots. That's its like weakness. It's like a very severe allergy. And so maybe another Bandywoots film where we actually explain that would be a good idea. But yeah, that's it's really, it's been altogether it's almost been an hour-long thing of just nonsense. So if you watched all of it, I commend you. I feel some people may have not liked it very much because I had to split the very long one into 4 parts, and the first part has the most views, and the second part has a little less views. So I guess people will just kind of like stopped watching it, which is funny to me. And but yeah, I just uploaded the new one, and check it out.